My name is Themba Mthembu. I'm one of BirdLife SA bird guide, a local bird guide. I operate within iSimangaliso Wetland Park. It's a huge area. I do St Lucia, Kosi Bay, Nibela Peninsula, Mkhuze Game Reserve, Tembe Elephant Park, Ndumo, and Kosi Bay in the north. I mean, each one of these areas have got wonderful species or specials. We got Livingston Tarako enjoying the video clip with us, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's one of the special you find in the area. And we got also a brown scarab robin, Woodward's betties, all for St Lucia, and the one small little forest just on the edge here, the Gwala Forest. And then when coming up to Tembe Elephant Park, you got some species on the most southern limit of their range. And looking around, blue-throated sunbird, some people call it plainback sunbird, and that is one special bird one could go and have a look for. I got trained in 2001 by BirdLife SA, and my training was held up in Wakkerstroom, which is in Mpumalanga province. And yeah, it was quite a wonderful training indeed. It has got to be 30-day training, and we just stayed there. We did a bit of theory and practicals. We were taken out down into that wetlands of Wakkerstroom, which was quite wonderful. And yeah, since then it's been like 18 to 20 years of guiding now. And it has been exposing me to quite a great opportunity of interacting with different habitats. October, November, December, that's where you've got a lot of migrant flocking into the country, and that's what most of our local people are up to. So, but more importantly, also you got a lot of birds starting to breed, and so that's a great opportunity that people could just start coming. My jobs give me freedom to interact with different people, which I really feel it is good. It gives me freedom to know new places I've never been. I can be very specific to say birds are really, really challenging. You know, you get out into the bush, you get them doing different things, obviously we're not doing yesterday. And yeah, if I was to study the trees, this tree has been here yesterday and tomorrow it will be here. And it's not much challenging, you know, once you're done with its study, then you're done. But with the birds, they keep challenging you. They may arrive you know, a month before when they used to arrive like this month. So, and then this also triggers the need to try and study further. Why the hell now, you know? So it's quite more challenging. I train local guides into birds or culture or nature guides, you know. And at least this is all about, you know, inspiring them so that they can walk with pride into their tourism or conservation future and start securing jobs opportunity in the industry, in this way being able to generate a bit of income. Formerly, after I got trained by BirdLife, there wasn't like enough jobs, so I had to do a bit of marketing for myself. And when I was going into the reserves, you know, the reserves should say, "Aye, but we got our rangers, why should we just take you in?" So this made a bit of a play, because now you had to find yourself in competition with the rangers. And then I said to myself, but birds fly everywhere. Why should I not go outside and try to establish my own spots? And luckily, I just went around and I found wonderful spots of the birds, and I realized, okay, there can be, you know, a possibility to make a business outside. My grandma was into conservation. Well, I should just say that, because from early years of life, she was the only one who could take us down the dry Lake St Lucia riverbed, you know, just to walk in those funny, irritating, cracked mud. She could just take us, you know, for the fun. And I was saying to myself, now, why could she do that? And I always feel like I was, you know, I got haunted by that, and that played an important role to get me back into conservation. The local people neighboring the park, they should always have like an interest to use the local resources. You know, it can be anything, the grasses, the birds, animals on the edge. So they're also not into conservation in that way. I grew up almost the same way. They had to go out and hunt, and you know, so for food, obviously, we had to shoot the birds. But yeah, that's the thing. Other than that, you also know you have to go back, play an important role to try to get your community to be convinced about the effective or sustainable use of the natural resources. Other than that, you know the danger that you're not going to have the same birds that you have today if nobody is doing anything about it. But while you're doing that, you also have got to be like very carefully that the community, you know, is able to reap the benefits of the conservation. Otherwise, it nullifies the whole program. People will say it's useless if there's nothing in for me. So I don't only do bird guiding, I can also do nature guiding, like doing game drives, safaris with the people, and that's as to my job as well, because if I'm not doing bird guiding, that means that other people can hire me for freelancing as a nature guide, taking people for their field guiding into the park. Also, being born from the cultural background, I also can do culture guide. I'm also qualified a culture guide, so I can also take people, you know, for some sort of local cultural experience in the area. I would like to thank BirdLife South Africa for their unmolested support. They've shown us guides, training us as conservation guides. I need to be very honest, if it wasn't, for them, I wouldn't be able to have made it this far in terms of birding tourism. And I also know that this also applies to many other local guides that I know of.